So, but yeah, back to your thought there, Aaron. Yeah, my understanding is 85. So basically, when you run your calibration and your AVR, you've got negative, and it depends on how you have it set up. By default, sometimes your AVR may say like, say, I guess 0 to 99. So it's on like a numerical scale. Well, I prefer to use kind of a relative scale, and that relativity is based off of reference. So 0 dB would be reference, and that would be like 85 up to peaks of 105, I think.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Now,
I think it's supposed to be like 20 dB swing.
Your sub is different. The sub is actually a lot higher. I was talking to a friend of mine actually just probably last week, and he was saying the sub is like 110 or 115. So it's actually higher than that. But yeah, so that's really what you're talking about. So when you think about that, if you've got it at 0 dB and your system's calibrated to reference, that means that, you're hitting some pretty loud volume sustained throughout the thing. So I don't know. To me, that's pretty stinking loud.
Yeah.
I'm typically around like -10 when I watch a movie.
So I just think in terms of SPL, because that's what I'm used to, so I'm thinking like most people, when I polled last year or a little over a year ago, I asked about how far away do you typically listen and about what volume. And the majority of people was like between 9 and 12 feet, and about 85 dB was their average listening volume, not peak, but just average RMS, right? Yeah. So, and that kind of seems to fall in line, I think, with what that THX, or it's the THX, somebody's spec. I guess maybe it's the THX.
Yeah, THX.
It's probably THX.
Hey, Joe, I think it was Aaron, not me, that did that poll. Because I don't do a whole lot of polls.
I did one on ABS for him. And that was way before I think I even knew who you guys were. Yeah, you probably did. Let's go look at it. Let's go pull up your group. Oh, I can't even get into your group because you never accepted my request, man.
Oh, because you were the dude that we just recently banned, and I don't want to.
You know what?
Public.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Aaron. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just messing.
Let's see. How loud listen? Will that get me there?
Did you answer all the questions? If you didn't, you're not getting in. That's bottom line.
I can provide some like anecdotal. So I've never actually measured the SPL. I think on reference. So on the Yamaha, if I run Wipeow, it will calibrate it at 0 on its volume. I've never actually measured it. Granted, when I've measured it, like for like my own manual calibration, I'm usually like -20, and that puts me at about like 85 to 88 dB. So if I had to guess, it is probably around like that, 102, 105 mark.
Yeah. And I find most people don't listen as loud as they think they do. Like it turns out that a lot of people, when you give them an SPL meter, or you say just use your phone and just check it, they're like, I thought I was listening at 100.
It's so funny that you say that. It's the same thing with videos. People are like, you're like, oh, this TV doesn't have 1,000 nits. Yeah. Do you know what that looks like? Dude, it's blinding.
Blind dry.
It's blinding. Like, all these OLEDs only get up to 800. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
That's
in
why
the
it's
dark
crazy.
Room, you're not going to notice. And
it's crazy. You see like some gaming monitors and TVs. They're like advertising like we can hit that 1,000. It's like if you sat in front of that thing, you'll be seeing sunspots in your eyes after a minute.
Oh yeah, I got that new gaming monitor, that 43-inch Aorus that has HDR 1000 or whatever.
Is it an OLED?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
But it's I'm sitting 4 feet from it. I don't want 1,000 nits blasting me, 4 feet away. That's just gonna suck.
Didn't you have a monitor? Remember that BM monitor that was 2,000 nits?
Bowel movement monitor?
Yeah, your bowel movement.
The BVM. The BVM.
No. I'm talking about that monitor that you had that was like, it used to get super hot. You don't remember?
I don't know which one you're talking about, man.
Oh my goodness.
What brand was it? There's so many TVs and monitors coming in through here. I don't know.
Look.
I don't know what's happening.
Hold on, I gotta.
Hey, Michael Wyckoff, what's going on?
It's not a Vizio monitor, right?
Where is it? There it is.
Oh, it was a Portkeys BM5. You never got that, or you did?
Oh, I did have. That monitor, the little 5-inch monitor,
2,000 nits. No,
yeah,
isn't it like super nits. Bright? Because it's
I didn't take it outside. Yeah, so I don't know.
How hot did that thing get?
It was pretty hot.
Like pretty scary hot.
for a little while, but like, I
how-
was just like, this shit is too small. I need like a 7-inch monitor, so I returned it and got a 7-inch monitor. But
Brightness, blah.
yeah, but so
small.
same thing. So same thing with that. Like this 1,000 nits is this thing that people need their TV to have, and it's just like reference level audio is just like, well, 105 dB, like.
I
Get
guess
out of here. Even at 85-90, it's just like, whoa. If you're
be loud, sustained,
if you're what do you call it? If you're sitting 5 feet away, like, dude, get out of here. Get out of here. You are gonna do some major damage. I'm sitting 14 feet away, and I'll peak around 90, 92 if I'm like reviewing some speakers or whatever. But it's not for hours at a time.
Yeah, so was the conclusion that like reference is the same? Like if we say minus 10 dB, if I go to Michael's and I play minus 10 dB on your system, it should be about the same volume as mine, or is that
It's the
not
same.
the case?
That's the idea.
See, that's the thing that I don't get. Yeah. Okay, so there's got to be a calibration part, right? Because otherwise, we can all say we got two different AVRs, and you got your own amps, and you've got your own amps over here.
Right.
All the difference is I'm gonna turn my gain up a little bit more. Now I've changed the volume, right? So the calibration part would be key.
Well,
Yeah.
Otherwise those
interesting-
numbers are
That's what I'm
meaningless.
saying. If it's calibrated to reference, and you're
Right.
and auto calibration should do that. That's the goal of it.
Right.
Here's
How
here's
accurate
what's
that is, I
interesting.
don't know, but-
So, Michael, what volume is the max on yours? Like, what's the max that you can turn it up to?
I've never gone above 0 dB. I think
You've
it's
never
plus,
gone-
I think it's plus 10 dB.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so
That
here's
ramp will
something
allow
interesting
you
that you
to-
guys might find interesting is like, if I have some very low sensitivity speakers and I run Odyssey, it won't let me get to 0.
Yeah.
Have you seen that too, Shauna? Like if I do all kinds of like sometimes.
Well, think
I
about it.
actually don't use that scale. I just do the 0 to 99.
Oh,
Yeah, I do too.
You got on
I do
Wi-Fi
too.
mode.
wow.
But here's the thing.
Wi-Fi mode.
Yeah, no, totally. Because I'm like, keep it at 72, right?
Oh
Don't go
my
past 75.
No,
That's
that's
like
Why when I'm
use
turning
that.
it up, it's saying it's going. The numbers are going the opposite direction.
So I remember doing this thing where I was going back and forth with DTSX and just some regular stereo stuff, and the DTSX movie was capped at like 89, so I couldn't even get to 99, right? And I was just like, what is going on? Why can't I get louder? And so the AVR's got some nannies on there, some babysitters.
I think it
depending
depends
what you
on
got.
Why would you
on.
make
It's like a
go to
signal
99
limiter?
on your AVR though?
Because it's in my living room. So when my kid or my wife is watching, I'm like, keep it between 65 and 72.
No,
if you
I'm
need to
saying-
go
I
loud,
thought
don't-
you were saying you tried to go up to 99.
yeah, I did. Yeah, no, that's where it goes. It goes. The top is 99.
I know
I
where
tried to
it
go to
goes.
99.
I
I
don't
was
know
just-
how
well,
bad that would sound.
No,
I
no.
think the problem is that would
trying to
doesn't
figure
that
out.
change depending on the sensitivity
So-
of your speakers?
I was going up and I wanted to go louder, and I had hit the cap. And I was just like, why is this not going any louder? Because I wanted to hear more explosions. It was like, what was it? It was Lone Survivor, the first 4K disc with DTSX. So I was just like, why can't it get louder? I'm like, this is messed up.
So think about this. When I calibrate, when I had the Clips La Scalas and when I've got the JTRs now, the Odyssey sets the trim levels to like -12 every single time, because it has to back it down because they're so sensitive that if it ran it at even near 0 trim level, it'd be just way above. Well, you'd be 12 dB plus, above reference.